welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
listen, we have some things to get into today. So first let's start by saying this. Today is the day. Jump into the Gab Beat. We get into it. We talk about all of the trending topics, the celebrity gossip, um, the things that are going, current events, the things that are going on in the world. We got a mixture of some of everything tonight. Maybe not so much sports, although I almost made it to my sports talk, but I'm not going to do that tonight. So yeah, we got some things to get into. And I also have some things to reiterate um, as we go along with this show. First things first. The phone line is open this evening, 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828, or you can drop a comment or ask me to drop the link. And as long as you are on your best behavior, I will drop the link and allow you to come on the show. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to put that on the screen real quick. Finally got another one. Let's go. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, boo? Thank you for coming through and checking the podcast again. Thanks. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, so we got some things to talk about. We got some things to get into. So remember, be on your best behavior. The number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I will be taking calls. So, it is what it is. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription, every bit that you do. I'm not even going to call it a little bit because to me it's a lot. So everything that you do is greatly appreciated. And I just want to thank you in advance. I feel like I should thank you in advance. Anyway. So before I get into the juiciness of the Gab Beat, there is one thing Mama has to do. So I'll be right back.
What they're offering might just have you in the mood to get naked. Flex offers $100 off a 6-pack of wine for $39.99, including shipping. Again, the offer is $100 off of a 6-pack of wine for $39.99 with shipping included. These are not small bottles of wine. These are your normal size bottles of wine, and you're guaranteed to fill your wine cellar or have a really good time. Get it now, y'all. Get it.
Who's up in here? Hey, my people's up in here. What's good? What's going on? Thank you, Boops, for tuning into the show. I love it when you come through and show your love. So what's up? Me Fats. You see him on the screen. So listen. I'm gonna get into the changes in a little bit, but not right now. Because some things are happening around here. Oh, thanks for the love, Boops. Thanks. So I want to say first and foremost, anybody that's watching from Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. So let's get into it. There are some things we need to talk about. Absolutely. And we're going to get into it today. I got a lot on my agenda to talk about today. Oh, sweetie. Thank you. Anyway, so let's get to the Gab, baby, because we got to talk about some things, and I got much to get into. I want to first start by talking about this story right here. It interests me because, Black media, as it stands right now, is kind of non-existent. It's kind of like, as far as mainstream television, network television, it kind of disappeared a little bit. We had BET, and then we didn't have BET because it was sold to Viacom, and then Viacom did what they wanted to do with it. But from what we hear, 50 Cent, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenya Barris are on a list of high power celebrities interested in buying BET. What has been learned is that the group are making a massive push to strike a deal. Sources with direct knowledge tell us that 50 Cent and Kenya were spotted at Paramount offices in NYC earlier this week to talk business and possibly buying the network. As for cash, we're told 50 Cent, Shaq, and Kenya are fully loaded and ready to make an offer with some help with CVC, an investment company. Of course, it's still a lot to be worked out before anything is finalized. As one source says, it's not a done deal, but they're deep in it. The trio makes a lot of sense. 50 Cent has a ton of success on the Stars Network. Recently signing a multi-year deal with Fox that's sure to meet him a boatload of money. Not to mention, he also just announced his global final lap tour. What, 50? This is our final lap, baby. Dang. To celebrate 20 years since the album Get Rich or Die Trying. So he's clearly super connected to the music biz, obviously. It's 50 Cent. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal and Kenya, who have massive TV deals, and Kenya with an impressive resume of producing, directing, and writing credits. As reported, Diddy is also among the names that have thrown their hat into the ring as an interested party. TV moguls Tyler Perry and Byron Allen also reportedly in serious talks for the network. It still remains a mystery as to the asking price, but BET sold for about $3 billion 22 years ago. So you got to imagine the figure has only gone up. Here's my problem with that. I don't know that the figure has gone. I mean, in corporate America, of course, the figure has gone up. But here's my thing, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I feel like the figure should not go any higher than that. And this is my own personal. And let me pull my mic forward so we can get into this conversation about BET, because I'm really invested in this conversation. Here's why I feel like the price shouldn't go up. I feel like the price shouldn't go up because BET has not been shit since they sold it to Viacom. There, I said it. Speaking of that, make sure this is the last week of me going live for an hour for free. So make sure you can catch the 30-minute segments. They will be live. They just won't be. Hold on. I'm going to bring your comment up, but make sure that you tune in because I got a new segment coming up. But it'll only be on Patreon. It's called What the Fuck I Really Wanted to Say. That's the name of the new segment. So, and I can't say some things on YouTube and Facebook because they try to get me. So, the quality of BET programming leaves a lot to be desired. Absolutely. It does. Absolutely. So that's why I feel like the price should never go up. I mean, you should leave it right there because it has not made. I mean, BET. Remember, back in the day, we had music videos, and I do Fire Fridays just because I missed that element of when we used to have a show where we saw the new videos from new artists. Even 106 in Park, that was major. You had the joint with Donnie Simpson and so many others, and Video Soul. That's the name of it. A lot of programming, Teen Summit. There was a lot of programming, and I feel like it was taken away to kind of bring us to a standstill. I do. So should they raise the price? I mean, it's corporate America. They're gonna raise the price. They want the price to be higher than what it is that they bought it for. I don't see how it's making them any money though. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't care how many TV shows and all of that thing. That was not what BET was all about. It wasn't about movies. It was about videos and music and black entertainment. And movies are good. We watch movies on there as well, but it wasn't all about just movies, and that's in TV shows, and that's what it's come to. What else we say? Even the Tyler Perry touch. they have to compete more with streaming services and other original content creators. TV landscape isn't the same. It is not. And that is exactly why the price shouldn't go up. You made valid points. So that's how I feel about that. I don't want to linger too long on BET. I just feel like, well, one, I didn't even get to that part either. If 50 Cent, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenya buy it, I hope that they do the best with it. I hope that they bring back a lot of the things that should be on BET that are missing right now. I feel like they can. I just, I don't know if they will, but whatever. So we talked about that. I'm trying to get all of the short, because this is the new format, where we used to have hot topics at the quick topics or hot topics at the end of the show. Now we're putting them at the beginning of the show because we didn't save all of the juice for the end of the show. So that's what we're doing now around here. And I told you things are changing, so get used to it. Let's get into this wholesome, lighthearted story real quick. So Kanye and Kim Kardashian are still doing the co-parenting thing. They hit up Saint soccer game recently over the weekend. And listen, I need y'all to stop playing with Kanye like he don't want to be a great dad. He absolutely wants to be a great dad, despite whatever he has going on, despite whatever craziness and madness is, that is his life. He wants to be a great dad, and I love seeing him with his children. I feel like despite whatever they went through, because a lot of times when it comes to these relationships, especially high profile relationships, but when it comes to relationships in general, the problem is a lot of people don't realize that whatever turmoil that you have amongst one another as the parents is a reflection of the kids. The kids get the short end of the stick, the shitty end of the stick, so to speak. So that's not fair to them. So I'm glad that they're finding a way to, deal. Like, let's be parents. You feel me? Let's be parents. And so I like that. That was lighthearted. I just wanted to do something because everything I'm about to talk about is heavy, honey. Everything. And at 10 o'clock, I'm going to do something because I need you guys to be aware of what's happening around these parts. But let's get into some crazy stories. Okay, so this is one. This is international, baby. And you know what? I love the UK. I got mad love for them, and you will see eventually. Hold on. Like, we got a comment before I move on to that. Let's see. Agree. Let him be a present father. Yeah. However, he kind of is not really stable. That has nothing to do, because one thing that I have seen with Kanye, and when it comes to his kids, that's where you find the most stability with him. When he's able to be a father, like I said, despite all of the bullshit that Kanye goes through and all the stuff, the rants and the bullshit, that is when you find him to be his most sane self, is when he's able to be a father. I don't care what mental health issues whoever has. If they want to be a parent, let them fucking be a parent. I'm all for the kids, and the kids need their crazy ass parents too. So let him be a parent. He wants to do that. Let him do it. Don't try to move nobody in. Try to do his job. He's their daddy. All of them look like him. Lord knows. Let that man be a father. You feel me? I don't believe in, like, even in my circumstances, I don't believe in taking the kid. It's up to the father to do his part. And so I feel like Kanye's totally doing his part. So let him be what he's supposed to be. So there is a lot of civil unrest in England right now. So a few things that you need to know that happened. One, Prince Charles has had his coronation. Him and Camilla are now king and queen of England, right? The coronation process takes a while. It's lots of planning. It takes a bit. So that's that. At the coronation, Harry was there, although they set him in the back with the lesser. Listen, nobody's really, but I got to talk about it. Listen. So I'm not a fan of the royal family. I was like, why the African nations gave them the attention with performance. Not a good look. Yeah. But the reason why they gave them attention is because they have been occupied. Many of those countries and within the continent of Africa still have been occupied by them. You feel me? So that's why Africa did what they did. It's a continent, not a country. So in Africa, each country does its individual thing. And sorry, but England still occupies some of those countries. It's just a fact. Don't get me into my whole historical swag because I'm a history lover as well, and I do dive deep. But listen, yeah, hold on. So yes, they put Harry in the bed with the lesser royals, but we all know why they did that to Harry. Um, had Harry came back and groveled, Daddy. You know what I mean? Like if he would have done that, I think that they would have moved him out. But Harry is not really for it. Like Harry has kids now, and his kids are partially black. His kids are partially, well, now they're really American because they're over here in America. And it was so much shit, excuse my language, but it was so much with him and Meghan and the whole situation. And he is not next in line to the throne anymore. Because, see, William has had multiple children. William has 3, I believe, now. So, what do they really need Harry for at this point? It's giving. We had you for what you was the heir and the spare. We use you for what we needed to use you for. You wanted to show your ass, so take your ass back to America. Just come here for the coronation, just to acknowledge that, Harry, I am your father. Not, I'm sorry, Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but like that's what it was given to me. Like, okay, show your face, do your little royal duty, even though you don't really have much of a royal duty anymore. But yeah, so spare for a reason. Aha! See what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. Hold on, I'm gonna pull that up on the screen real quick. It is. He is the spare for. He was the spare for a reason. He's not a spare anymore. So yeah. So let's get to the civil unrest in England, though. So a lot of the people over there. Let's just get to the story. So the Metropolitan Police has faced criticism for its handling of an anti-monarch protest during the coronation of King Charles in London after 64 people were arrested, of whom 4 were charged with offenses. Many accused the force of taking heavy-handed approach towards demonstrators. Several opposition lawmakers and human rights groups have commanded the police. They condemned the police their behavior. Graham Smith, the chief executive of Britain's largest anti-monarchist group, Republic, was amongst those who were arrested. Speaking on the BBC Radio 4, he said suggestions that the arrests were unnecessary and was disgraceful. Yeah, that normally doesn't happen in England. But I've been hearing a lot of that lately. A lot of people not wanting the monarchy anymore. And with a lot of the countries out here, taking their stands and saying, like, we don't want to be underneath the monarchy, like Jamaica and other countries like that. There's a lot of people who are against what they got going on as far as the monarchy. Here's the thing, though, because y'all know I like to play devil's advocate on this show. Here's the thing. You have those who are opposed to it and those who are, it's normalized. They're used to it. That's something that has always happened their whole lifespan. They've always had a monarch. So some people are not going to be cool with it. The police, they're going to do what they're supposed to do because who runs the country? Actually, Parliament runs the country, but the monarch is the face. You know what I'm saying? So they got to go against whatever. It hasn't had a chance to happen. The Queen lived forever. Shoot, he may have his days numbered. I don't feel like Charles is gonna live much longer. I don't. I feel like he's temporary. William's next. That's who's next. I just don't feel like. And for some strange reason, in my heart of hearts, I feel like once William becomes the head monarch, a lot of things are going to change. That's a lot of responsibility, and I don't think those kids ever wanted that much responsibility. But for William, it's his birthright. For Harry, he was just despair. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they really cared about the monarch. And then you still got to think about their mom and the whole situation with their mom, and they can't be public with how they feel about what happened to with their mom while she was still a part of the royal family, and then after the divorce, and even though she still kept her title as princess and all of that good stuff, they did her dirty. So I don't know, but let's move forward. Let's move forward. I just wanted to get into that really quick. I do have people that listen from the UK, and I would like you guys to touch down and tell me what I don't know so I can fill the rest of the world in. You know what I mean? Like, that's important. That's very important. So what I need to know now is, what time is it? Because I have an announcement. Let me do this really quick. Well, I have some things. I got to play something in a minute so y'all can get used to what's about to happen. But let me do a quick commercial. I'll be right back.
What a time to be alive. I repeat, what a time to be alive. Did you know that you could get fresh ingredients along with beautiful recipes delivered to your door? Did you know that? Wow, you can get 21 free meals plus free shipping and 3 free gifts when you use the code HelloFresh21. The link is in the description. Again, use the code HelloFresh21 to get 21 free meals plus free shipping plus 3 free gifts. I'm telling you, it's time to get healthy, y'all.
Yeah, the link will be in the description on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube and on the podcast, our podcast and hosting sites. It's not on Facebook because Facebook keeps doing what they do, which is part of why we're about to do this quick announcement in a minute. But let's get into some more stuff before I get to that. So I need to know what's going down. Oh, first of all, I wanted to say this before I got to that. Yeah, Charles is old as shit. His days are absolutely fucking numbered. He waited forever just to sit on the throne, and he ain't even going to be there that long. He old, man. He was old when he got with Diana. But whatever. I'm so I'm so glad I'm not a citizen. I'd probably get in trouble if I was a citizen of the UK. Yeah, they can be such a hater. They've been hating on me for a while now. Yes, they've been hating on me for a while now, and I see it. That's why I'm making the necessary changes that I have to make. And we'll talk about that in a brief second. But yeah, Facebook be on some stuff, Zuckerberg. But whatever. There's Big B on some stuff. They did. We trying to do stuff. I need to know what's happening in Texas right now. Like, what the hell is going on? So first, we have the driver, the SUV driver who hits the crowd at Texas bus stop near the border and taking out 8 people. What the? Listen, this is one of them times where I need to be doing my segment after this. This is why I'm doing that too, because there's some things, some choice words that I have that I can't say on here. But let's get into it. Brownsville, Texas. Police are, preparing to arrest the hospitalized driver of an SUV that slammed into a crowd, killing 8 people waiting on the bus stop on Sunday outside a migrant shelter in the border city of Brownsville, Texas. At least 10 others were injured, authorities said. With no bench at the unmarked bus stop, some of the victims were sitting on the curb around 8:30 a.m. when the driver hit them. Surveillance video from the Bishop Enrique San Pedro Ozname Center showed Brownsville police investigators Martin Sandoval, who confirmed that the latest passing was Sunday evening. He said police did not know whether the collision was intentional. It kind of felt intentional to me, but whatever. Okay, so that was the first situation. And then this happened. And it's crazy. Hold on. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. That was an extension of that story, but something else happened, and it's mind blowing. Like, what is going on in Texas right now? I just don't get it. So the other incident was at the mall. Hold on. I thought I put it in here, but maybe I didn't. So the other incident was at the mall. There was a situation. Here we go. Yeah, we not finished, baby. It was real tragic. Let me put that on the screen. It was real tragic. We're not even done yet. So then, at least 8 were taken out, 7 wounded in a shooting at the Texas Outlet Mall. Okay, so here's what has been covered thus far. It's crazy. 8 people were taken out, and at least 7 were others were wounded when a crazy person opened fire at an Allen, Texas outlet mall on Saturday afternoon. So, I'm sorry. Okay, so the people getting hit situation was the next day. The person of interest was taken out by the police outside of the mall and has been identified as 33-year-old man, a senior law enforcement, the senior law enforcement, tells reporters. The gunman was armed with an AR-15, but nobody wants to deal with the gun situation now, do we? When he had an AR-15 rifle, according to sources, investigators are looking into his potential extremist ties because they're saying he was may have ties with being a neo-Nazi, based on his social media presence and an insignia on his clothing. The official said victims in the attack range from the age of 5 years old to 61 years old, according to local medical groups. Several remain hospitalized in the Dallas area. Listen, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Hold on, let me see what we got to say. The mall hitman is probably a white supremacist. On top of that, he's a Latino, all crazy. Right. Here's the thing I never understood, right? So, how are you both? Well, no, I know how you're both because it's a lot of Latinos out here that don't believe that they have African DNA in them when they actually do. Look at the people in Brazil. A lot of people in Brazil did not believe that they had a lot of African DNA in them, and they were of the lighter kind, not the darker kind. They had more than a lot of the darker people. Y'all need to watch a lot of the joints with Henry Louis Gates. He has a lot of documentaries out here, and it touches on that. So I would recommend watching it. Once kids were taken out in Sandy Hook. Hold on. Let's put this on the screen. So once kids were taken out in Sandy Hook and Congress did nothing, we should have known that the laws, because I'm trying to not say certain things so we don't get in trouble. Should have known that the laws wouldn't change. Of course not. They are fighting so hard in the antebellum South to keep those laws in place. I mean, keep the laws currently in place. La Blanco Latinos swear they're white. Yes. Blanco Latinos swear they're white. They do. But like I said, y'all needed to be. I love the ones who address the fact that they are of African descent. It's the ones that don't believe that they're of African descent. And this, like I said, baby, you'll probably get tested and have more African descent in you than a lot of Africans. Not me. Not me. I'm a lot of African. Proud of it too. But a lot of other Latinos, those Afro Latinos, where as though, you know what I mean, they think the Afro Latinos know they black. They know what's in them. You feel me? But a lot of you Blanco, like you said, Blanco Latinos don't address the fact that you do have African roots in you. And that's that. And you just need to accept it. That's what you are. Yeah. But you got to think Dominican Republic, they got a whole crisis going on right now. If you of darker skin, you got a problem when you go down there. They don't care that you are Dominican. Okay, and I got to do what I got to do. They don't care about people being Dominican. They don't care about none of that. Oh, shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. My alarm is going off. This is telling me that something has to happen. But they don't care about you being a Dominican. What they care about is that you have dark skin, and if you have that, then they feel like you are more Haitian than you are Dominican. It's weird that we're still going through these things. But let me get to this really quick. I'm from this point on, at this time of the evening, hold on, we're not there yet. You will be seeing this though, because this is where I will be cutting the show short. And for those who are watching it on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube too, but see his and YouTube as well. You will have to catch the rest of the show on Patreon. But check this out. Want more of Ambitiously the podcast? Then make sure that you subscribe. We are on Patreon, View It, Red Circle, Acast, and Station Head. Let's go. Just know that's coming. This is the last week of me doing an hour-long show. The only show that will be an hour-long is Fire Fridays. There's no way I could chop that down. So that is what it is. Let's see. Dominican swear they ain't black and be dark as your chair. I'm not supposed to laugh at that. But yes, I know a few Dominicans. Being as though my daughter, and this is the crazy part, I'm about to say this. My daughter, she's African American. Well, not completely, because I'm not completely African American, but I'm more African than anything, right? But she has a brother, and then her brother has two brothers. Her brother is Puerto Rican and black. His brother, his oldest brother, is Dominican and Puerto Rican, and their youngest brother is Mexican and Puerto Rican. And out of all three of them, the darkest one is the Dominican one. Okay. The next to the darkest one is the Puerto Rican and black one, and then the lightest complected one is the Mexican and Puerto Rican one. It's crazy. The world is mixed with things though, and I need people to understand that nobody is 100% anything, so just shut up. That's just what it is. But yeah, it'd be a lot of dark Dominicans, but over there, that's why a lot of them come over here though, because over there being a darker complected Dominican is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So, a lot of them are like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. It's too much. Okay, so let's get to this dude right here. He never fails me. Hold on. What? Oh, I just found you already going behind the paywall in this economy. Listen, nah, I'm still going to do the show. Like, it's still going to happen. I'm just going to break down the free aspect of the show to 30 minutes. And then those who sign up for membership will get an hour and 15-minute show. It's just, listen, girl got to do what a girl got to do. So please don't judge me. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I've been giving for 2 years. I've been giving myself to my audience for free, and it's time. It's time to transition. It's time to make moves and do other things. Plus, I got so much more that I want to offer you guys, but I can't give it up for free. Sorry. So it is what it is. So Donald Trump says grabbing women by the punani is nothing new. Unfortunately and fortunately. Let's see what he has to say. Of course, he would come in and try to defend his grab him by the puss comment, but let's see what he has to say. So Donald Trump's infamous Access Hollywood quote isn't just locker room talk. Apparently, he repeated it while under oath for a deposition in the E. Jean Carroll case and added pretty shocking clarification. During Trump's depo, recorded on video last October, Carroll's attorney, Roberta Kaplan, is grilling him about his treatment of women generally and raising the hot mic remarks he made during the 2005 interview with Billy Bush. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. I can't say it any other way. That's what he said. You can do anything. That's what he said in the 2005 situation. The attorney asked him, that's what you said, correct? And without blinking, he responds, well, historically, that's true with stars. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. He then stunningly added, unfortunately and fortunately, Trump has been was being deposed because Carol is suing him for battery and defamation, and the trial is going on right now in NYC. Carol claimed that Trump took it, the R word, took advantage of her. Y'all know what I'm saying. Assaulted her in the 1990s, and he responded by calling her story a hoax and declaring that she is not his type. During the depo, he also called her a nut job and a whack job. Closing arguments were expected to be, delivered today unless he decides he wants to testify. I haven't heard much since, so we're gonna wait for the rest of this story. Yeah, he doubling down. He doubling down. He said you can grab him by the puna. You feel me? That's what he said, and so what do you do? It's Donald Trump, for God's sakes. Of course, he was going to double down. I never expected anything otherwise than him doubling down on the bullshit that he said. I never ever expected anything other than that. It's Donald Trump. Now let's get to this really quick. I want to talk about this a little bit because this has been going around for a minute, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So of course, celebrities who are not filling the Hollywood norms, I guess that's what you say, the Hollywood control factor, are speaking out on what they feel is going on with Jamie Foxx. A lot of people are speaking out on it. A lot of people have been covering the story because, of course, we all know that Jamie Foxx was hospitalized, and there was a lot of things that's going on. So let's get into this really quick. I want to talk about this a little bit, and then I'm going to give my input after I go over the story. But Jamie Foxx was hospitalized weeks ago, but there's still not much publicly known about that situation. Oh, boo, don't start it. Don't start no stuff. Won't be no stuff. I'm going to leave that right there while I finish this story. Don't start no stuff. Won't be no stuff. Oh, my gosh. All right. So, in April, Fox was transported to the hospital via the emergency vehicle in Atlanta, Georgia, where he had been filming the Netflix movie Back in Action. Okay. I'm leaving that comment on the screen, by the way, because we're going to talk about it. So his reps were reached out to multiple times for information on both what happened and the actor's status, and has been unable to get additional details from them. This has been there has been practically no information released other than his family initially asking for privacy and a post week on Fox's verified. They posted last week on his verified account on social media. And so, of course, it said, appreciate all the love. The post reads, feeling blessed. So they're saying that he said that, but others believe that his family said it. But nobody knows. Now, I've heard things such as, he had a stroke. I've heard all kinds of things. And then, Bookie Boo, your comment, I've also heard that it's an Illuminati conspiracy as well. Right? I had to leave that there so I could get to it. Do I believe that there are, I don't know if they call it the Illuminati. I mean, they might, I don't know. They probably are called the Illuminati. For black people, it's called the Boule. Those are the upper echelons, the celebrities, the rich folks, you know what I mean? The Boule, right? So, from my understanding, everybody's speaking out on it. And what they're saying is that Jamie is trying to move in a different direction. And every time within the Hollywood set, I'm sorry, y'all, hold on. It's a helicopter over top of my house. I know y'all hear it. I hear it. And it's distracting. But know this, I live near a hospital. But are they looking for somebody? I don't know. I live in Baltimore. They always looking for somebody. And they really over my head. But anyway, so like I said, you have the Illuminati, you have the Boule, you have the upper echelons. And what I've come to understand, the ghetto birds flying high. Right. But I'm from Baltimore. This happens. this this happens. I don't care where you live at in Baltimore, you live in the suburbs, you live in the direct city. The ghetto birds are always flying high. So I hope it's transport to the hospital as well. But like I said, and no matter where you live at, the suburb, the outside, I don't live directly in the city anymore. I live in the outskirts in the suburbs, but even it's hot out here too. So you just never know. You never know. It's part of being where I'm from, I guess. Look, no, they looking for somebody because they over top of my head again. Heavy. They are really looking for somebody. But anyway, I'm sorry. But you got the Boule, you got the Illuminati. I don't know which one it is, but what I do know and what I have heard is that when you try to, they looking for somebody. Heavy. They over my house too much. I'm in my house though, and it's locked down. Ain't nobody up coming up in here. But anyway, from what I've heard is when you try to transition into, your own element and do your own thing, if it's not approved by them, then shit like this happens. I just don't know. All I know is I'm concerned for Jamie Foxx. We haven't heard anything other than he was taken to the hospital. They got a stunt double finishing out the movie for him, which they bear an uncanny resemblance. They look a lot alike, so I don't know. I don't know. Jamie did wear a dress. Remember that? He did. And so now it's like, okay, you ain't doing the things that we wanted you to do anymore, so you gotta go. That's from my understanding, that's how they do things in Hollywood. You don't do the things that they want you to do. You gotta go. Look at Wendy Williams. They tried to take her out too. Mm-hmm. I'm a firm believer in that. Look, they over my head again, y'all. They over my head again. They out here looking for somebody. I wish that I could say that, they're not, but they are. They looking for somebody. But anyway, so that's what they're saying. That's the word on the street. I don't know if it's true. If, they tried to take them out. I don't know. I'm not a part of that set. But from my understanding, you don't do what they want you to do, then guess what? They take you out. It's just maddening. So I don't know if some of you guys have heard about this whole Chris Brown and Usher thing. I saved that for last because it's a lot to discuss. It's a lot. Wait, what? Hold on. I hope he has a speedy recovery. Me too, and can walk away. Me as well. I also hope that that's what happens. I hope nothing crazy happens to him. He's a dope talent, and it would be unfortunate if anything crazy happened to him. But let me get to this story real quick because I got to show some love as well. So, I don't know if you heard, but there was a skerfuffle between Chris Brown and Usher over this past weekend. And so what's being said is that Usher threw a birthday party for Chris Brown, his 35th birthday party. Chris Brown and Tiana Taylor, Chris, I love me some Tiana Taylor. I don't know if y'all heard, but that's my boo. That's boo right there, right? But anyway, I cannot with you. Listen, I'm going to read your comment in a minute for those who can't see the comment, but let me finish this statement real quick. How he beefing with my boo Tiana though, but apparently Chris got beef with Tiana behind some previous issues that they had. He's mad that she pulled from, allegedly he's mad that she pulled out of a show where he was supposed to perform, and then because she pulled out, they pulled his set, period, right? And so apparently he's been feeling some kind of way about that for a minute. And so it went down. So you can see in the footage where Chris Brown is zapping out, Usher trying to calm him down. He like, get off me. Tiana over there like, this nigga is definitely on. I heard that she said, you on one. So this is where your comment would come in, boo. He said, do you mean Cocaine Brown, my bad, Sniff Brown. Listen, she said he was on one. I don't know what Chris Brown do, and this is alleged. I don't know what Chris Brown do in his spare time. I imagine a lot of them people out there in Vegas and Cali is getting, I imagine a lot of them are doing hardcore narcotic. I imagine that in my mind, they doing that. And he's been trying to jump back in the situation for a minute. So who's to say he wasn't? But what I do know is that what he was tweaking when they was singing Happy Birthday. Watch the video. I did. I watched all of the video. I got the video. I just won't play it because I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, uncles like that. Oh my gosh, I did too. So I know. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get in trouble for whatever. But also, he was in Vegas for more than just his birthday party, though. That I should do the birthday party, but he was there for the Lovers and Friends Festival. So both of them took the stage after during the festival. Usher came through with his little ushering, and Chris Brown came with his not yet the fair use. You know what? That's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. I'm gonna tell you about that fair use disclaimer. I'm gonna get to it, but whatever. So I'm not playing it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not. There's a reason why I'm making it as far as because at first I'll get to that later. But anyway, Usher came on the stage. He did his stuck thizzle. He was ushering. Chris Brown came on with his little stripper girlfriends, and he was breezying with the breezers behind him. Actually, the video of the whole incident between Chris Brown and them I'm looking at it right now. I mean, it's in my face right now. I'm not going to play it like I said. But what's been said is oh, I can't with you. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Okay, so what's been said is that, after he wowed Tiana Taylor out, he left out of the building. Usher took off his skates, followed him out the building. They got into the scuffle. Nobody videotaped it. Nobody saw it, but they said when Usher came back out, allegedly he had a little nose situation. And they're saying that Chris Brown and his team jumped Usher. But then my point is, why would y'all have to jump Usher? It's Usher. Not to say that Usher can't fight, but why y'all gonna jump him? Like, he R&B in it. Why would y'all jump him? Okay, so the comment says Chris came through with his powdered nose. Ooh, not powdered nose. But anyway, so yeah, it went down. Both of them performed. They did their performances, but it was more. That wasn't the end of it. And this is why I might be inclined to believe what you're saying, sir. Just because after that, another confrontation went down. A whole nother scuffle went down. Now, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you why I don't know about that. And where's my phone? Because I'm gonna need that in a second too. But there's another altercation where it doesn't show Chris Brown in the best of light. It doesn't show him. It doesn't make him seem like he was on the up and up. Right. Listen. Hold on. It didn't make him seem like he was on the up and up. But I'm gonna tell you what he said. Give me 1 second. I gotta get to it. So what you say? Why jump Usher? Because you making me say this. This is why I gotta go to Patreon, because it's things that I want to say that I can't say, but you're saying it, so I'm not saying it, so I'm not getting in trouble this time for it. But this is why the segment of what the hell I really wanted to say is coming, because there's some things I really want to say that I can't say on YouTube or Facebook. But let's I'm gonna leave it on the screen so they get those who are watching know what's been outside. DMX. Those who are watching will know exactly what it says. Those who are not watching, sorry, I can't say what he just said. I'm not getting in trouble. He's not getting me in trouble. Get me flagged on Facebook. I could say it on Twitch, but I can't say it on Facebook and I can't say it on YouTube. But let's get into it. And there's some other stuff I got to talk about real quick. So let me move through. So what Chris Brown has to say is y'all been geeked all weekend. Y'all dragging it now. It was mad people backstage and security was trying to clear everyone off the stage. People started pushing back. I intervened to let them know my child was back there so y'all can keep y'all narrative. That is what Chris Brown had to say. I don't know what happened in the kerfuffle, but that's what he said. That's what he said happened. I'm leaving your comment right there so people can read it. Let me move on though, because I got love the show. Jay-Z's alleged son, Ramir Shutterweight, files new Supreme Court motion to force the rapper into taking a fraternity test. Oh my gosh. Blueface's mom is still mad that Krishan is pregnant, and she said, congratulations on being a ninja's second baby mama. Girl, you had like Krishan, the first person to ever be somebody's second baby mama, or third, or fourth, or fifth. I'm a fourth baby mama, to be honest with you. And I don't think that no baby mama is higher than another. All of them are baby mamas. Shut up. I really think she got a thing for her son now, because it's just getting out of pocket. Like, he chose her, he with her, let it go. Diddy reveals date and location for versus battle with Jermaine Dupri. That should be interesting. Of course, Krishan and Blueface are going through their bullshit as well, but whatever. I don't have time for that. Like, I'm not about to get into their shenanigans. They got a lot of shenanigans. Again, I want to show love to everybody who's watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. I appreciate you guys so much. I do. I might let Twitch chill for a little bit, just because I'm trying to figure. Oh, and I can get tips on Twitch, so I might chill. But yeah, Krishan is from Baltimore. She's from some, how do I put this? Some gangster ass areas in Baltimore. Well, everywhere in Baltimore is crazy. But yeah, Krishan is from Baltimore, and she's dealt with a lot of crazy trauma, childhood traumas and things. And things of that nature. Oh, the show notes. These are not show notes. These are this is love. Look at you. Look at you. This is love. This is love to my listening audience, because they don't get the podcast when y'all get it. They get it after y'all get it, because they're listening, and I have to load the shit up before I can get to showing them love. So this is love, and I'm about to show them love. Top 6, the United States, France, Germany, India, UK. I told you, I got some people in the UK, and I need them to touch down and tell me what I don't know about what's going on in the UK right now. And Belgium, specifically Brussels. I love you guys. Thank you for being my top 6. Big shout out to the worldwide listeners. And then I don't want y'all to think that I love any of you any less. They just my top 6 because they download the most. But I love you all equally. Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Philippines, Australia, Japan, Mexico, Ireland, Nepal, Mauritius, Israel, Canada, Hong Kong. I'm not finished. Russia, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Pakistan, Romania, Kenya, Turkey, Austria, Switzerland, New Zealand. New Zealand coming through thick. I like how they coming through showing love. And let's go New Zealand. Hold on, I got more love to show though. I'm not finished. Sorry. It's not done. Can't be done. Not yet. Anyway, hold on. Let me get to the loving. Gotta show my people some love. What the heck? Hold on. I'm just about to choke, y'all. I just seen something. People are listening to me on their wearable devices. I appreciate you, people listening to the show on your wearable devices. That's love. Um, Hold on. It's not the full list. Indonesia. Big love to you. I see the love, man. And I try to show each and every one of you. I just don't want to miss anybody. So please bear with me. I feel like, I don't know. For a minute, hold on, I gotta put this on the screen. For a minute, I thought that they wasn't allowed, but Russia coming through with the love, and so it's just like, oh, okay, hey, what's up? What's good? So hey, so Indonesia, I think I got y'all already. Who else am I missing? I said Indonesia, Switzerland. I think I felt like I said Switzerland. Yeah, and last but not least, Nigeria. Listen, I did. I was like, I didn't know y'all was allowed. But hey, Russia! I didn't know China was allowed either. But hey, China, what's up? A lot of these other countries, but those two countries right there, I'd be like, well, wait a minute, y'all allowed? Y'all allowed? Oh, let's see what you say. They got VPNs in communist and fascist places. Listen, apparently, I mean, I know that. But Putin had this whole situation where he was telling people, he was about to shut shit down. You wasn't gonna be able to listen to shit outside of Russia. You weren't gonna be able to communicate with people else. I don't know if he had the capabilities, but he said that's what he said. So I'm just like, they're allowed. Oh, big love. I like it. I love it though. I love the fact, and I wish some of my people from Russia would reach out too, so that so he already did shut it down. So yeah, they out there sneaking, coming and listen to this podcast. What? Did he let them get back in? I don't understand. How is that even possible? Because they're listening to me on multiple platforms. It's just not one, it's multiple platforms. So I don't know. I don't know. But apparently China and Russia are allowed. I don't know. But anyway. So announcements. I gotta get through all of this because you got me over here talking about stuff. I don't know. He said wait, so yes, war was going bad for them, but they don't get real news. Okay. All right. So that's what it is. So they like, we gotta find out some stuff outside of here real quick. I get it. I could dig it. Anyway, so few announcements. Like I said at the beginning, in that little snippet you heard, I am going from the free show being a half an hour to it now the free show being an hour to the show being the free aspect of the show being a half an hour. If you would like the hour and 15-minute show, then you will you will have to sign up for a membership on Patreon. We have a $5 plan, but we also have the big package where you get all of the juicy tidbits, the behind the scenes, the commercial free show. I'm in here working on some things and putting it together as well. We got a lot of things that are coming up, and hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly the things that you will be getting if you get the big package, which is extra episodes. Ask Me Anything sessions, live chats and hangouts, behind the scenes content, new shows. I just told you about one of them. I have a couple of them lined up. Early access to the archives. If you have not gone and checked out the old shows, you need to go. If you're a listener, you need to go and get them now because they will be disappearing. Well, they're not disappearing, but they will be made as paid content very soon. Personalized services, action alerts, sponsorship and ad placements, exclusive access to extra video content as well. So we got some things lined up. It's just we have to change how we do things around here. So this week is the last week of an hour-long show. So that's that. Okay. Secondly, if you would like to come on the show, hold on, put that back on the screen. If you would like to come on this show, Hunty, hit us up, ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com, ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. If I play music, which is usually on Fire Fridays, the only show that will be an hour long, I have permission to play any music that I play. And trust me, things are going down on Patreon. Like, you guys will get to decide what videos go from now on Fire Fridays. So that's another aspect that I didn't get to talk about, but we'll get into it. We got more shows. We got a show on Wednesday and a show on Friday, so we're going to have the conversations that need to be had. If you're looking for me on social media, on IG at Miss_ambitiously ENT, on Facebook at Ambitiously, on YouTube, Ambitiously the Podcast. The Black Experience, baby. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Any like, any share, and any subscription is greatly appreciated. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, that is www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. If you would like to donate to this show, $ capital LURLUCIDITY. Again, $ capital LURLUCIDITY. Lure lucidity, to lure them in clearly. That's what lure lucidity means. What does that mean? To lure them in. So bring them in clearly. Lucidity, clearly. Clearly. Our podcast is available on all streaming platforms. We're everywhere. Samsung, Google, Amazon, iHeart, Apple. You name it, we there. We're everywhere. So it is what it is. And if you would like to know how to get to our Patreon, it's patreon.com/ambitiouslyent. Again, patreon.com/ambitiouslyent. That is how you get to us. We also have another channel on this website called View It. And on there it's at ambitiouslyent as well. And then we got some things in the work. Y'all, I'm getting back in my marketing bag, well, marketing management bag. There's some things that's about to pop off. So get ready. Be ready. It's happening. It's happening. A lot of things are happening around here. Yeah, I'm trying to hustle, boo. I'm trying. I got a kid to take care of and all that stuff. So, girl got to do what she got to do. But speaking of kids, let's get into it. So first things first, mind your business. The stuff on Media Mondays. Come here on Media Mondays, and I will give you everybody's business for free for 30 minutes. For an hour and 45 minutes, it's $5. But I will spill the tea, and I'm going to make sure I have some good tidbits for y'all for the 30 minutes. But you got to go to Patreon for the rest. So, mind your business, though. Everybody's business is not your business. And there's a difference between minding your business and staying in your lane. I will get to that in a minute. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need an encouragement. I promise you, I give a speech to about 15 kids every morning. I'm going to miss doing that, actually, when my daughter graduates in a couple of weeks, because I'm not going to be able to do, well, some of them I might, but not everybody. But yeah, love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, tell your babies they are everything. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, commentator, and whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. If they want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, or secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. But the point is, encourage them to be their greater selves. They need that. And last but not least, stay in your fucking lane. Stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. It's not. It's not. And it's the difference between minding your business and staying in your lane. Minding people's business, you're being nosy. You're what? Yeah, I'm dead ass about these kids, yo. I don't play about the kids. Like, they need that motivation. They need that encouragement. So I don't play about the kids. But anyway. back to staying in your lane. Staying in your lane and minding your business is two different things. When you mind people's business, you're doing it, but you're not really inserted in it. Jumping into people's lanes, you're inserting yourself into some shit you don't have no business inserting yourself into. So stay in your lane. You jump in my lane, you get in her. And you don't want her. She's not that nice. You want her. She's sweet, kind, and cuddly, and cute, and all that good stuff. And she's very nice. You want her, or at least her. Cause baby, if I'm purring, I'm a happy girl. So you, one of those two. You don't want the first one though. Not that nice. And plus, whatever happens, what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? Nobody needs a collision. So just stay in your lane. And with that being said, y'all, man, this was a fun show this evening. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had a fucking ball. I had an amazing freaking time, and I hope to have many, many more shows like this. Thank you, Boo, for coming through and blessing me with your presence. What's that? Doc Sav 912. Like, I appreciate you so much. It was fun, and you're funny, and you had me over here tripping. So yeah, some things I couldn't say that you were saying, but yeah, big love to you. Thank you for coming back and checking this podcast out. You know what I mean? Like, it's appreciated. And with that being said, I gotta get out of here, y'all. I know you was here, baby. I know you were here, and you was on the last one I did. What, Fire Friday? You was here Fire Friday. Why you ain't say nothing? So I can say the stuff, but anyway, so I gotta get out of here, though. I got mom shit to do. I got a kid to get ready for school in the morning, and so yeah, I got things to do, and I got prepared for work because I got stuff I got to do that on that front too. But I love you so much. Thank you for checking this podcast, and have a peaceful and safe night. And remember, love them babies. Good night.